Alright, we are back in here kicking it, man. We are heavy in the room, man. I got my two special guests here, Miss
Hello,
Monique and
hello.
Miss Kalina. So, man, you guys, you guys are giving up jewels, man. Some of the finest in the DMV, fellas, man. Y'all better listen, man. They telling y'all. They telling y'all what's up.
Listen,
They telling y'all what's
exactly. Y'all
up.
can listen to you, so y'all need to appreciate it before I
Yeah, no
start talking.
bull, man.
Okay?
We're gonna cover that Get Out movie, man. We're gonna cover that Get Out movie because I think Peele, I think he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's gay, right? The guy that came out with that
No,
movie.
he's married to a woman.
Oh, okay, because I know he was in the show with this guy and he was gay.
Ironically, he is definitely married to one.
That's what's up. I love black love. Is it a black woman?
Huh?
Is it a black woman?
It's who a black woman?
No, is he married to a black woman?
No, he's married to a woman.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, these white people not gonna like that. They're not gonna like that. He dropping a movie like this and he married to a white. Oh man.
But no, that movie was eye-opening to some people, especially people who didn't really know about like stuff like that really goes on.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of I believe like it's crazy because I think that's like how the NFL rooted and stuff because they looked at like the structure of the black man's body and things that they can do and stuff like that. Like the comments that were in that movie. Oh my god! Like,
Man, I heard white people don't like that shit.
they'd be alright. It's the truth. They had to get over it.
I gotta figure out why. Niggas is hiding spoons now and shit.
Okay, and then the lady with the teacup, she better not.
What was that movie with Michael Ealy and he was stalking that girl?
Perfect Strangers.
Oh man, this nigga was under her bed with her toothbrush in his mouth or some shit.
Yeah, that was
Hey, ladies, light skinned niggas stalking you is way different from dark skinned. Dark skinned nigga will call your phone. Where you been at? But this nigga under her bed with her toothbrush in his mouth.
That's a wild.
Yeah, that's a little OD.
You probably texted her, be like, why you
like that? Like, that's
text her the next day and be like, why you use Colgate? Thought you was gonna use Arm & Hammer again, but you lied.
Right, like,
It's like,
you think
That's retarded.
that's crazy as fuck. Alright, man, y'all. So, man, we in here kicking it, man. I love you guys. Alright, so listen. This next one, I agree. Stop dating guys who shit on dark-skinned women.
I agree.
Them niggas are coons. We got some coons out here.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
There's no way you telling me that you are not going to date somebody the same race as your mother. Or not even your mother. Even
Just another race. Like, what type of person?
You cannot shame a woman for being a darker skin. Like, I think that's the worst thing ever. Like, and it's crazy because it's just like our ancestors or parents or grandparents went through stuff, and y'all still sitting here trying to shame a black female.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Black girl magic is real, and people better get
Yeah. Man, ladies, man, if you dark skinned, because, you know, sometimes it goes both ways. You know, a lot of dark skinned women, they feel down on themselves, and they, you know,
Yeah.
their personality nowadays, I stated, it's like a hit or miss. You know, sometimes, you know, they try to compensate for that, and that's something that they don't need to compensate with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you rich with melanin. Like, you have a see, I'm gonna take this deeper. See, ladies, if you dark skinned, listen, embrace your skin tones. You rich with melanin. You have a really strong pineal gland. Your pineal gland, which is also known as your third eye, but it's your first eye. They try to call it your third eye to put it down, but it's your first eye, ladies. You are strong with melanin, and you have to understand that when the more melanin that your body can produce, the higher levels of consciousness you can reach. You understand? The reason why pale skinned people, white people, whatever, you know, the reason why racism exists, when you want to break it down to a spiritual level, is they have a calcified pineal gland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they cannot reach certain levels of consciousness that you can reach.
Right.
So definitely stop beating yourself up. Melanin is the water of life. Come
Y'all
on,
better
man.
listen.
Y'all need to understand that, man. Embrace your skin tone, man. You know.
Yeah, I don't see why people. I just think like it says stop dating guys who shame dark skinned women. Like, I just think like fat shaming, like all of that. Like, if you're a guy and you doing that, like that makes you look OD weak, like for real. Because
Sure,
you can have. That's the thing. Like, it's nothing wrong with preferences. But don't shame somebody because they don't look like you or because you don't like. I don't get why people give a fuck about what other people look like so bad. Like, it ain't
if you
you.
don't want that person, right?
Well, you know,
That's what I'm saying.
some guys do it to pull girls because sometimes, you know, a lot of times, like a dark skinned female, she would have like extra attitude to kind of make up, or you know, for like what she's going through. And some guys will be like, "Oh man, you know, you're pretty cute for a dark skinned girl." And she's like, "What you mean?" And then it kind of shows him that he's a jerk, but at the same time, she will be attracted to him because it's like, okay, he showed he's a jerk. But after she says, "What you mean?" Fellas, if you ever do that on a woman, you gotta say some leadership type shit to kind of show her where you going with your shit. You
Right,
understand
you
what I'm
got
saying?
something
Yeah, that's why I think some dudes use it, but some dudes are genuinely jackasses.
Yeah,
Well,
like, and that's,
that brings me to, I watched Iyanla Vanzant Fix My Life.
Oh, Yala Van saying, she a hit or miss with me. I like her, but then I hate her at the same time.
Yeah, she was talking to males who don't date black women.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the show was actually really good. I think that a lot of people need to watch the show because the black women and the black men on there, and they were like kind of talking to each other like, so why don't you date black women? And the man kept saying, well, they're angry, they're uptight, and all of this stuff. But then, as you go on in the show, they found out that the black women were getting beat up, they were getting raped, they were getting abused by people that were in their families, people who were close, but they were all black males. And they, like, sometimes males don't understand that females go through so much.
Hell yeah.
So much, like, cycles and everything. Females go through a lot, so.
But I do stress too, because I want to give guys game on how to get the type of women they want, or you know what type of women they want. But I do stress that, you know, you got to be a certain type of guy to deal with a certain type of lady.
Yep.
And
Definitely.
at the same time too, you know, yes, the dating game is a game. You know, guys want women, women want guys. Guys have to get strategies to get women. Women have to get strategies to get guys. Or, you know, either or. The thing is that you have to realize too, sometimes it is a game, but you know, fellas, when you meet certain women, you have to realize that you're meeting them at a certain point in their life where they're actually taking things that they're going through serious. So you looking at it as a game, but she not looking at it as a game. So I want you guys to really understand that concept out here. You know, sometimes you guys think you're players or, you know, whatever you're doing. But you have to be real enough with your game to be like, damn, she really going through something. Let me be the genuine guy that I can be to her to help her in the situation and stuff. And maybe she'll show you a genuine side of her, and then you just drop the game altogether. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are open with each other. And this happens. It happens all the time.
mm-hmm.
It happens all the time.
Yep.
So,
like,
you know.
people just, I don't just think they understand that, like, people go through certain things, and, like, I hate when people be like, oh, like, black women are angry and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Like, people are angry. People go through shit. Like,
right.
There's a reason. There's a reason for everything.
Yeah.
So I just feel like people are not really understanding. And like I said, it takes a certain type of girl. It takes a certain type of guy to date a certain type of woman. And like,
well, see, yeah, a lot of dudes walk in with their selfishness.
Yeah, and like sometimes that's what's saying. Like, and I don't like. I think it's sometimes even racist when black women say, "Oh, like a guy who dates a white woman is weak." You know what I'm saying? Because then that gives the competition that all white women are weak, which is not true. Because I know some badass white women who walk all over them too. It just depends on the people. Like some guys I know, they just date outside the race.
That's a whole different show, because it's it's like what's your reason for it too? Sometimes some people they
What I'm saying. Like, everybody has their reasons, but at the end of the day, everybody's human. So like people like you have to just really like treat people like people. Like I think people forget that. Like we're all human. Exactly. Like that shit. Like, and the funny part is they taught us that in elementary school. That shit go back to the basics. Like that's the basics. Just treat people how you want to be treated. Point blank period.
Yeah. Right from wrong.
Exactly.
So
left to right.
No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So the next one is stop dating guys who flirt with other women. I'm really biased on this one, but I'm gonna let y'all go first before y'all chew me out.
You said flirt with other women?
Stop dating guys who flirt with other women.
I mean, at the end of the day, I like the whole flirting thing. Honestly, like it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think that part is inevitable. Like I hate when people say, "Well, all men cheat," or all women. I think that's a lie.
Yeah.
It definitely
Now people said all men flirt or all women flirt. Okay, that's true. Because I feel like flirting is people have told me like, oh, you're a big flirt and stuff like that, and I never really understood what that meant. And I think that's just a natural thing for me. I don't look at it as flirting. You know what I'm saying? I just think, okay, well maybe I'm just being myself. But if that comes off as flirting for somebody else, then that is what it is. I can't say I'm not about to stop being me. Like, so I just think that it's not that serious, especially because this hashtag this whole time has been about dating. And dating, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, that's just you getting to know somebody. That's like the step before a relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why compromise you for somebody else if you naturally?
Right. Yeah, like you can flirt with whoever you want to. Like you still calling my phone every day, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's a difference too with blatant. You know what I'm saying?
Blatant. Yeah, like don't flirt. Okay, now we out on a date. Don't flirt with in front of me because I'm like and her. But
we'll see. I ain't gonna lie. Some dudes do it. I've done it before because like I had a girl and I don't do it, but I had a girl that that like I didn't know if I was really sure if she was really into me. So I wouldn't say I flirt, but sometimes like I would kind of be a little bit extra with the with like somebody that's like probably serving us or something.
Just to see her reaction.
Yeah, just to see her reaction, or just if I make the waitress or something laugh, just to let her know that okay, look, you dealing with somebody. You see what I'm saying? You're not dealing with no random dude that's out of nowhere. You're actually dealing with somebody. So sometimes I use that to win the interest, but see, that's somebody that knows what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, they're gonna, it's gonna come off as something else. It doesn't give off the same effect. So
yeah, I just feel like
crazy.
flirting is it can be harmless if you leave it there.
Yeah.
Like if you leave flirting and flirting, it can be really harmless. It ain't not that big of a deal.
But see, I tell guys all the time, look, keep your boat. Because, ladies, y'all keep your boat all the time. And what I mean by keep your boat is, like, keep what you did that attracted your girlfriend, keep being that way. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you get into a relationship with people, the dating phase is over, and then it's like, okay, now I really got to get to know this nigga. Aside from what other people know about this nigga. You see what I'm saying? And the thing about that is it's like keep your boat, but be respectful with keeping your boat. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is that see, like if like as a guy, if I'm dating an attractive female, her boat is right there. You see what I'm saying? And ladies, y'all keep y'all boat all the time. Like if you were to break up, like if we were all in a relationship and you guys were to break up with me, y'all can go get a nigga the same night. Whereas me, I gotta be in the club being like, hey, yo, what's your favorite color? Oh damn, you a Pisces? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be up there asking, you know what I'm saying, do you know how to play hopscotch? I gotta ask stupid ass questions. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that, you know, I keeps my boat. But yeah. But nothing wrong with it, but I'm like respectful with it, like, because sometimes as a guy you gotta let your girl know, like, look, I'm dealing with somebody and I know that if I lose him, he'll be claimed. He won't have a hard time getting claimed. So, you know, this keeps both of you guys on your A game, because, you know, a lot of ladies, you know, y'all get into relationships with these dudes and y'all soften them up and have them up under you 24/7, and then you like, you're not the nigga you was before. You ain't checking me on some shit you should be checking me about.
Right.
And then after a while, you can get mad at this nigga and be like, nigga, you don't even have a boat. If I leave you right now, who the fuck gonna want you? See what I'm saying? So guys, you niggas better keep your boat.
Okay.
And have fun with your girl. This is the first date all over again, niggas. Huh?
If your girl start thinking like that, then that ain't really, like, she ain't really for you then. Yeah.
Nah, but see, ladies, it's the cat and string thing. Like, when you have a bit of yarn and you waving it in front of the cat, you know what I'm saying? The cat, it's the shit to the cat. The cat's like, oh shit, you know, the cat's fucked up by you waving this big ass string in front of him. But then once you drop the yarn and the cat can have the string and the yarn, cat's like, oh shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes, you know, sometimes it's better to have the yarn when you want it, and then sometimes he dangles the yarn like, oh damn, this is why I fell in love with this nigga. You see what I'm saying? A guy needs to know how to do shit like that, because, you know, man, it's a lot. We have a lot to talk about. It's a lot, but be respectful. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, there's a fine line with that.
Don't flaunt it and be like, oh yeah, well, if you don't do this, then I'm just gonna get somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit gets crazy, man. You know, a lot of females, you know, when you get into relationships with dudes, he's not gonna be the same dude. After a while, you know, you start finding stuff out about him. So, you know, a lot of times too, like, I tell guys, like, you know, when you first meet a girl, sometimes you have to shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. Because a lot of times, you know, this happens though. This is some real shit. A lot of times, you know, when you meet a guy, sometimes you give him more credit than what he really is due for. So what happens is, you know, you're like, damn, he's such a wonderful guy, but he hasn't really told you too much about himself. And the thing is that, you know, what I like about with women, you guys give a nigga enough rope to hang himself with. You see what I'm saying? In certain situations, you're like, look, you can hang yourself, but I'm giving you enough rope to do what you got to do. So when a guy has your attention, and you know, what happens is you're projecting all of these, you know, feelings onto him, like, damn, you're such a great guy, I like hanging out with you, you're cool. But this guy could be a scumbag. But the thing is the more he says to you, the more real he becomes to you. And the more real he becomes to you, you're like, oh shit, he's destroying the image that you projected on him. Because you can meet up with a guy and he has a suit and a tie on and a BMW, and he's like, man, listen, I really like you, I like hanging out with you, but listen, I got bad credit. They about to take this shit tomorrow. And, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I thought you had it going on. It's like, all masks are off. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, there's a lot that goes on to it, man. So, you know, guys, man, keep your boat. Ladies, keep your boat, and keep it real with each other. Because when both of y'all got your boat, you know, one don't have to worry about the other cheating on them. Because, you know, you're like, damn, he is this way. You know what I'm saying? But if, you know, something happens, you can act accordingly. You still have your boat. You see what I'm saying? To get whatever you want. But that's a whole nother show in and of itself. We can go deeper into that. So the next one is, stop dating guys who don't respect you.
That's like period.
What do you guys think about that one?
And that's like common sense. Yeah, that's like.
Yeah. But a lot of girls date guys that don't respect them. A lot of girls love disrespectful guys.
Oh, yes, they do. And that's crazy to me. I be like, no, I'm too crazy for that.
Cause sometimes you'll stick
That
around.
is different.
Wait, Monique, you say you too crazy for that?
Yeah.
You a dated guy that don't respect you.
Oh, I have, but see, with me, I'm a fighter too. So I'm gonna let you know.
She said, "Oh, I had."
Stop playing with me, though. Like, stop playing with me.
But nah.
Yeah, I think it all it's like, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like we've all been there, and we've been in, let people, like, allow people to disrespect us.
Yeah.
But see, like, honestly, I really think it's a lot of people in this generation who, they don't know, they so caught up in their relationship or like who they're dealing with. They really don't know how to identify disrespect. And then it also depends on the person, because what you might deem disrespectful, and the next girl might feel like, oh, like that's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so it all depends. Like, the way I want to be respected, you might not feel like, you know what I'm saying, he got to go through that to respect you. It all depends. Because I know people, like, I know friends who I go through with, like, certain shit with their boyfriends or whatever. And I'm thinking back in my mind, like, I would never go through that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it could be vice versa. Like, they could be looking at my relationship like, yeah, I couldn't deal with that shit, or I couldn't let him. Or he, like,
but see,
you know,
people just say that though, but they don't know how it really is to deal with that nigga.
Hell no.
See, because I tell you right now, I'm on both sides of the spectrum. Because like I was a nice guy. Like it was terrible. I used to write poems and all that shit. And I need to stop. I had to stop. But no, it were great poems too. But like, I mean, there's an art to being disrespectful. I'm sad to say there is an art to being disrespectful, ladies.
Yes,
but
there is.
But the thing is that sometimes, you know how, like, when you guys get mad, let me ask you a question. If your guys say something that upsets you, do you guys walk off? Do you guys storm off? Nobody storms off? Okay. What do y'all do? What do y'all do when your guy says something disrespectful? Because your boyfriend says disrespectful shit all the time. You probably know about it or you don't.
I'm a very vocal person, so I'm a check. If I feel type way about something, I'm gonna just go ahead and let it be known. Like, yeah, I don't like that shit. You got me fucked up. Or I'm gonna just say.
See, my girl does this thing. If I say something disrespectful to her, she walks off. And what I do is, like, but I don't say nothing disrespectful. Like, say if I make fun of her or say something about her, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if she says something like, I want to eat that sandwich, but I really don't want to. And I'm like, well, you know you want to be fat. And she's like, oh, like she's like shocked or something. She's going to walk off. Like, I run over to her and like hug her and be like, no, just embrace it. And then she starts laughing and stuff. There's an art to, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, that comes in with knowing your girl and, you know, because there's an art to it. You have to be a balance. Like, you know, a lot of girls like drama because a lot of the guys that they date, they don't do shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes guys, you gotta understand. Sometimes when she say no, she means yes. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to distinguish between that. You know what I'm saying? And you have to know how to maneuver around that. And I think a lot of guys, they're not situational, and it fucks them up in the end.
Because they think
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's supposed to be taken the same way.
Man, it's been real. You guys are like fucking team
we need
players.
to call this, it's been real.
It's been really real. We need Kevin Gates to get out so he can be like, man, it's really real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, on future shows, you know what? I'm gonna, cause see, I sell wine in Georgetown, so I'm gonna be like, y'all need to, I'm gonna recommend some bottles. We all just sit back, pop some wine, and then kick it with you guys, man. We done gave y'all some real ass advice, man. You know, Monique, let them know where they can catch up with you. What's your Twitter? What's your Instagram? Your Snapchat? You done did your thing tonight?
Okay, well, my Instagram is Pink Celebrity. You are going to see a lot of share on there because I'm freelance.
Exactly.
In the area.
Ladies, if you need to get styled up, I'm telling you.
And I'm nice with the color.
Oh my God.
And yes, I do natural hair. I do natural color.
This is great.
Hair is still healthy and everything. I care about the health of the hair as
with. I'm not just no kitchen hairstylist that thinks she could do hair. I went to school and stuff.
Yeah, she got the credentials, ladies. Don't let any broad touch her hair now.
Okay,
You
no, for real.
you let a real woman touch your hair now, ladies. Don't let anybody just touch your hair. No.
Not just because your friend said she could do it for cheaper, baby. Your hair gonna look cheaper
Oh
too.
my God, ladies, come on, man. Edges are disappearing at an alarming rate out here.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that invisible part ain't too invisible, ladies. We see it.
Oh man.
Don't get you a man that knows about that shit. Sometimes that closure piece ain't closing. You- Oh man, Kalia, where can they catch you? What are you up to? You from Philly? I know you got some things under your
Well,
spell.
I'm actually working right now
That's
on
what's
a
up.
business. I'm not going to go to sea because I like to do things like 100% through and through. So before I just spill the beans, I gotta go back to the drawing board, make sure everything's good. But I do have something other coming. But my Instagram is KShanice, KSHANICE 3 E. So when I get my business on and popping, just be look out for it.
And you're going to see me on the business too.
Right, Monique is kind of going to be like my first client. So
Shoot, Monique, man, I gotta take both of y'all to Europe, man. I heard Europe, cause you know, like over there, they're like a little bit behind. They're like what we were doing in the 2000s, they're doing right now.
ooh.
And there's a market open over there, man. Cause I'm saying like I got a lot of hustles going on, but I'm saying if things didn't work out, I was gonna open up a barbershop on like a college campus and just like I don't have to know how to cut hair or anything, but what I'll do is I will rent out chairs, so I'll have 6 barbers and 2 stylists and stuff. I want to do the same thing, but I might do it in Europe. I want to do it in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, and attack that market because a lot of the girls' wigs and shit in Europe, they're just looking. If you want, like, it's like American cuisine, but in fashion. You see what I'm saying? In Europe. So if I open up a nice little fashion or, you know, hair salon out there, definitely I got my 2 ladies here that can definitely give pointers and, you know.
Yes.
Well, it's been good kicking it with you guys. Definitely. We're gonna talk after the show, so haha. You guys don't get to hear what we talking about after the show. You know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta tune in to the next episode because you know we're gonna be chopping up game. Look, if we talk like this on air, imagine after the show how real we keep it. Do you know how lit it's gonna be?
Exactly.
Y'all gotta pay for that.
Exactly. And Kalia done went through great trouble. She probably gonna get cussed out by her man.
Yeah, I really am.
Like, man, who you talking to after 12 o'clock at night? Man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm getting cussed out for y'all because of y'all.
Exactly. So, look, if she's on the next show, that means she survived. She got game. She got the gift of gab. She got game to make it to the next one. So,
like, if y'all here for me, you kidnap me.
we're going to have some Pray for Kalia t-shirts. We're going to find a way to have that up. So, y'all be easy, man. We are out.